if what they're trying to do is to go back to their roots,
the BINI we all knew and loved,
right? If they feel like they got too far away from it, then I think that this is a good track into that.
Bang.
Are we doing this again?
What? I'm trying to add something new to the beginning of our things.
The GidKidDad Show.
Quack! It's a great day to play, everybody. Welcome on in to the channel.
Yeah. Don't wanna make a fool for you. I just don't wanna play a win the band, but do. Boo-doo-doo. Might sound great, something.
It ain't no lie.
Yeah, baby, bye.
Don't
Sip it, give me do.
I just want to tell you that I had enough.
Enough.
Might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. Bye.
Bye.
Whole channel gets removed now. That's it.
No, I'm just
That was our last
excited
one.
because we're doing 90s boy band day.
Are we?
Aren't we reacting to the Backstreets?
No.
No?
What?
I thought that's why we were reacting to the
Dude,
Backstreets.
we haven't. That would be cool though.
There's only
But no.
okay, so now I was way excited, and now, I mean, honestly, there's only
I have something more exciting.
one thing that could make it more exciting.
What would that be?
Maybe a new BINI drop?
You're so right.
Dude, worst YouTubers ever.
Yeah. I mean, it's still better than it's your boy back at it again with the reactions. Here we are.
Yeah.
You know what we're gonna be doing today?
Yeah.
BINI.
Don't forget to smash that like button.
Smash
What is
it.
going on? Why are we so
Well,
hot today?
now I'm yelling.
Yeah,
at
okay.
the mic,
All
though.
right.
Yeah, so that's why. And I mean, come on,
Okay. All right.
Lucas.
You have lost like
Lucas,
a half a pound or so.
come on.
You're looking different in the face.
I'm working out again.
You're getting older, so like the liver spots are coming in. But,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I'm working out again.
Good.
I'm doing.
Good. You should.
I'm taking care of myself.
Are you?
I'm eating better.
Good.
I'm tracking my calories, my macros.
Dude said,
What?
I laugh because I told you this the other day, and I told Amar this because I was telling Amar.
You're about to hurt my feelings right now.
No.
No, you're gonna hurt my feelings.
So
right now.
we were working on something. This has nothing to do with anything, but we were working on something like all day, and Josh was like, "Man, I haven't eaten all day," and it's like 7:30, and I'm bringing like a piece of cheesecake and something else, and she's like, "Where are you going with that?" I'm like, "I'm giving it to Josh because he's the dumbest smart person I know, and he refuses to get up and eat when he's working on this, so I'm bringing." And then the cheesecake went. You didn't eat it. You still didn't eat. So
no, you brought me oranges.
Yeah.
I chose the healthy options.
True.
I ate the oranges and I don't know, what you bring crackers or something.
So
like
I'm glad that you're trying at least to take care of yourself a little bit.
I am trying.
Good.
Do you know what helps you take care of yourself?
What?
Love.
Love.
Your first love, in fact, can help you take care of yourself. That's the name of the
Okay,
song.
all
It's
right,
another.
all right,
It's another
cool. Yeah,
thing.
okay.
I was just trying. Yeah.
Oh.
Worst YouTubers ever.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, today, that's what. Well, first off, whether it's the first time here you're joining us, thank you for being here with us today. You're loved, appreciated. Always welcome here on this channel. You are.
Enough.
Okay. I also was told by our team that we need to bring up the secret emoji codes again and tell people what they're for.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, part of it was we moved them to the end.
Right.
Which we're going to move them back to the beginning because I think that people weren't seeing them anymore.
Gotcha.
But we have a lot of new people and it's a different channel. So for those of you that are curious at the end, that make it all the way to the end of our videos and we say 2 emojis.
Yes.
And you don't really know why we say them. So basically, the secret emoji code is a reward for the people that watch all the way to the end of the video. And if you use those along with your comments, you have the ability to be featured on the channel. So we pick comments every single episode from a previous video, and then those get featured as like a thank you to our fans and stuff like that. So if you're looking and you want to say something nice, go beyond just putting on the emojis, because we don't generally just put on the emojis. Generally, it's the things of like comments or things like that, or featured comments or questions that we can answer the next time. But that is what the secret emojis are for. So they asked me to remind everybody about the secret emoji code.
If you're particularly full of hatred for us, and you want to make sure that that we
That
actually
you see it?
read the comment, you can also use the emoji code for that. Don't. But you know, honestly, you know what?
You know what? Do it. Actually, that's awesome.
Yeah,
dude. We're gonna at some point we're just gonna do like the read throughs that they do for like celebrities of like just the hate comments.
Dude,
we should do a whole episode and just pick the best of the best of the best of the best.
There's been some good ones.
There's been some good ones. And speaking of, because as we were reading through the comments, somebody was talking. It wasn't like an attack, but somebody was talking about, and they were like, "Oh, don't worry. Like they don't read the comments anyway. That's why they force you to do the reaction request form."
Yeah.
And I responded, because we do read the comments, of course. and I was like, no, the reason that we do that is because we get hundreds, if not, like, remember, we have thousands of reaction videos out there. So it's not just the new videos, it's all of them that we've been doing this for a very, very long time. And I don't have time to write. So if somebody asks it in like the comment section, I'm not going to remember right then and there while I'm reading it to like make a list every single time it's there. So the reaction request form, though, we pull it up every single time we do reactions, and then we filter it by the artist and by the song title, and so the things that have the most amount of requests on them get done first. And so it's just an easier way for us to make sure that we see the requests and what people want us to react to rather than the other stuff. Do we have time to answer every single one of them? No, but we do. I mean, we do still read comments. It is hard to get through all of them.
Right.
We do read comments and appreciate all of you. Just
100%. How are my levels on the?
Your levels are great. They're the same. Sure. We're good. We're good. So anyway, today what we're going to be doing, though, after all that, is we're going to be doing BINI. This is our first comeback that we've been able to do in a really, really long time for a group right away. And so this came out, I think, like 9 hours ago at this point. So this is like the fastest. We will actually probably get this out within the first 24 hours or right around it, which is crazy. What's that?
What's up? It's your boy Lucas with the new drop pow 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 pow. No. New drop pow pow.
People even said don't do it because you're going to confuse everybody. It's the commenters said shut the up.
It's the new drop pow pow. Awesome. It's the same but sub. It's a new drop.
I don't even have the energy to deal with you anymore.
Drop.
Anyway, though, super excited to see this. Obviously, there's been a lot of anticipation for this,
of course.
And there's a good reason for it. So let's check it out. We got an MV with this one as a comeback. Always cool because you don't always get an MV. And then also, if you're looking for a place to hang out with maybe some other blooms, Hey Rumi. Hey Rumi is an app. Our FINIX girls are also featured in there. We do have a girl group, by the way. Their name is FINIX, FINIX. You can check.
I'm a heart built to swallow. I got you thirsty.
But if you're looking for a place to hang out with other blooms, Hey Rumi, though, has I don't know, it's over 1,000. I think it's like 1,500 or 2,000 blooms in Hey Rumi, which is a really, really cool platform. You're probably going to see an ad for it run by where you can see how cool it actually is, because it is pretty cool. But you should check it out. That is in the links in the description below, free to download.
It's like if I were to say it's like a more positive Discord, but with also like other kind of options.
It's like a mix of Weverse and Discord, but the difference between Hey Rumi and a lot of them is it's not just about interactions between fans and artists. It's also meant as a place for fans to be able to interact with one another in their own spaces and own rooms, and that kind of separates it a little bit,
right,
where they can coordinate and stuff like that and have a better community. But check that all out. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
All right.
You ready for this?
You gonna hit me with a pow?
No.
1 pow.
No, I'm not gonna. No, why?
It's a new drop pow.
Pow.
Yeah.
I hate you. First love. Hey, they spelled love. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah. We had
Lucas and I used to have a group.
Called
It was called
LUV.
Love, LUV, but it standed for Lifted Up Voices.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had one. Merch around here somewhere. Sorry. Cool set.
First love, kinikilig pag magkasama. Araw gabi na aalala sana. You could be my first love. Getting cute, seeing you in a minute. Gusto na kitang makapiling. Ganun lang talaga when you like somebody. There ain't nothing wrong if you need somebody. Asking all the friends and they ship it. We give them a 90s love team feeling. Ganun lang talaga when you like somebody. Like somebody. And you're feeling the
That's it, self-love. That's cool. Family.
Puso'y sa'yo dahil I know it's true. Wala nang iba
Lovers.
para sa'kin but you. No one else but you. First love, kinikilig pag magkasama. Araw gabi na alala sana. You could be my first love. You could be my first love. First love, kinikilig pag magkasama. Araw gabi na alala sana. You could be my first love. You could be my first love.
Okay.
Okay. This seems like it's going back. So, because there's been a lot of stuff over the years with them since they got really, really big and with Pantropico, and then people have been talking about the whole English thing, and there's the whole argument that they went too far. You kind of see it within the fandom that they started catering too much to the West, and that's one of the reasons that their numbers fell. We had Cherry on Top, we had Blink twice, and now this feels like it's very much more back to their roots.
Yeah.
Like a song that I would have heard during like the Carrera era or something like that.
Right.
You're seeing a little bit. There still is a lot of English in this, but obviously there's some Tagalog in here,
Right.
as well. It's not as it's a little bit more of a simple track than what
Very simple.
a lot of their other stuff has been in the past.
Yeah.
We were talking about. I don't remember if it was on here on a podcast, on a reaction video or a podcast, but recently the girls redid. We had to reproduce a BINI medley, and we reproduced a SB19
Right.
medley for some live stuff that they were doing. And we were talking about the complexity of like Pantropico, Salamin, and Carrera specifically. That like from a production standpoint, there's a lot of things happening in there. This is a much more stripped down track with kind of a focus. It feels very New Jeans-y to me in terms of like the styling, the way that it feels.
Just not the drums though, because New Jeans drums were like very
that was of that generation,
right?
Though, you know,
right.
But like of the genre though, I still feel like of the music minus the drums. I think it's very,
it's
very much
pronounced Gina Ray.
What?
You said genre, and it's people have been saying that wrong for a long time. It's Gina Ray.
Sometimes you get me because I'm like, what? Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Lena Del Rey?
No. That's just
about?
People have been saying it
like,
wrong for a long time.
I understand.
It originated as
Would it
French.
be just helpful for you if you just got to create your own language and people just had to just
the
conform to you?
The pronunciation is geronimo. It's French for stuff that is different stuff. Yeah, so
there's like kids that are like, the way that the internet works. Somebody is going to go out and like go to school tomorrow and like get in a fight with his teacher because of like you saying that.
Good.
Don't listen to him, kids.
We should make a clip out of this.
Do not listen to him, kids.
It'll go viral
For the wrong reasons.
The real way to say Guinare.
All right. Do you have anything else to add about BINI right now? Are we going to continue finally?
No, it's good.
Okay, we're going to keep going.
Guinare.
You're the worst.
Iginay.
Now my phone stop ringing. Ikaw na lang palagi ang laman ng panaginip. Love it when you look my way with a smile so sweet. Oh, you make me weak. And I'm feeling adventurous, everything's new. Puso'y sa'yo dahil I know it's true. Wala nang iba para sa'kin but you. No one else but you. First love, kinikilig pag magkasama. Araw-gabi na aalala.
Couple added things in here.
You could be my first love. You could be my first love. First love, kinikilig pag magkasama.
Stereo bass.
Yeah,
interesting.
You could be my first love. You could be my first love. Only once your first love. So just enjoy the flow. Basta di kang sasalo. I'll give it my all. Promise me, paglalaban mo to. Ang tadhana nating todo. First.
Dude, that
All
part,
right.
that part
Cool.
reminded me of like
I like the
Fantasy Star Online or like
Yeah.
you know like a more anime style video game.
This is
Real fans know this. The rush, the heartbeat, the moment, the wait, the effort. All worth it. Get up close and personal with P-Pop's fastest rising next-gen girl group, FINIX. Only on Hey Roomy. Not just watching, typing, or tapping. You are part of the journey. Be first. Be seen. Be Roomies. Join the FINIX room today. Only on Hey Roomy.
I think that they set such a high bar for themselves over such a long time. So no matter what happens, you're gonna have people that are gonna love your stuff. You're gonna have critics and stuff like that. I feel like this is a great introduction back. If what they're trying to do is to go back to their roots,
The BINI we all knew and loved.
right? If they feel like they got too far away from it, then I think that this is a good track into that.
Yeah.
Right. I think it kind of splits the lines of giving enough where you can still capture an international audience, and then also be able to capture the audience at home as well. I think that it's doing a very, very good job at that. I love the fact that they're taking on some very big social issues here. Some things that even like FINIX has been very, very open about like having an openly LGBT member as part of the group, right? They advocate for these things, and I think a lot of groups tiptoe around those subjects, but they always fall short of being actual advocates when it comes time to say, I stand with you, I am for you. You see a lot of times companies even will like, oh, it's Pride Month again, so we're gonna put a rainbow on our logo, but then when it comes time to actually stay, we stand for gay rights, we stand with you, we want open people in our groups, things like that. They're like, don't put the camera this way.
Yeah.
So I love this, and it's something that we've been talking about for a long time. Like, representation is super important. And so they go through a lot of different things here, right? Between the self-love aspect. This is obviously first love in a lot of different things. First love being your first love to yourself. First love being in like friendships and platonic relationships. First love being actual lovers. There's a lot of things here. And then the fact that they chose for the lovers aspect for it to be and a lesbian couple is like very, very cool. Yeah, it's two girls.
I saw her hitting people with the things.
Yeah, those are the Cupid arrows.
Yeah. And then they hit three people all at once.
Well,
that's a risky situation.
Well, for different things.
I don't know what's going on.
That was a friendship situation.
Oh, okay.
That was a friendship situation.
I was like, that dang.
No,
we're asking for trouble.
We're not. I forget that you don't get to read it as much as like, you know what I mean? Because it's a little bit, we've talked about it before, but it's a little bit hard for you to like keep up with the
I didn't
reading
read a
aspect.
single word yet.
Yeah. So I could see how that would be a very confusing.
Yeah. She's like, bing. He said, ting, ting, ting.
We're all here. Oh, jeez. Anyway, but I love this. So like the message is really, really great. I feel like this song feels really, really light and airy to me. I love the transition into the pre-chorus here.
Yeah.
I like the build. The first chorus felt a little bit more stripped. The second chorus so added in a bunch of elements. It added in some bass elements. One of the things that you pointed out was the bass was stereo instead of
but they
mono,
had,
which was
had
kind
a
of
mono
cool.
piece in there somewhere.
Well, it's
like
very,
it was a donk.
it's very much where the synthetic elements they were pushing off to the outside. Well, by the way, when we talk about stereo versus mono signal is right down the middle. Okay, you're getting the right in the center.
Yeah,
but when you hear things happening on
that.
other, you know, it's a visual thing. But when you get like the imaging and it sounds like it's kind of surrounding you, that's that's a stereo image. And generally speaking, bass is right in the middle. And so there was a choice that was made there to kind of add some unique elements to the song.
We'll spread out the high end of a bass. But
we just did it in a song that we were mixing today.
But we don't put it way out. You know what I mean? Like that was like way out.
Yeah. We generally specifically do it in just the harmonics.
Right.
So you don't really pay attention to it. It's to get it out of the way of the vocal, those high-end harmonics that you still want in there, where it was a choice here. But there was also some interesting other elements going on. Like there was some like kind of like AM vocal chops and stuff that were happening. So it's very, very clear that that's kind of what they were going for here. And it did get your attention. So it did what it was supposed to do. I'm going to go back just a little bit on this one. And
those are cool costumes.
Yeah, I like this set. I like these costumes. They're really trying to go for the do you remember like when excuse me, when Blackpink came out, the whole thing was like all their sets early on were like real sets.
Yes.
Right? As opposed to it being like a lot of green screen and stuff. And even with like Blink Twice, we saw real sets for that as well. Cherry on Top was obviously outside, so it was real sets. But I like that they did that for this one.
This set reminds me of two things. Sonic Adventure Battle 2 Chow Garden.
Is that a game?
Yeah, Sonic Adventure Battle 2, and then there was a Chow Garden, and then there was the Heavenly Chow Garden. This looks like that. It also reminds me of Drake's cell phone. You used to call me on my cell phone. He had the stairs and then like the little door.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, see?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gonna rise above the sorrow, no looking back. I will rise again, shine brighter. From the ashes, a fighter. I'll learn more wings, take flight in my heart. A new life. Click, click, boom with the make his jaw drop with the arsenal, we don't ever stop. Click, boom with the when you're looking awestruck, baby, I'm a construct. Hip, hip, move to the always stay fit like I'm Taylor, no Swift. Rich, bags don't sit. Foreign on my bootstraps, birds don't fit. I like money. Said to the bunny, the fox with a mink coat.
Real quick, before we do this, is there, because I probably don't know enough about like Filipino art, and I don't even know if this is Filipino art, is there a significance to the artwork that is in the bathroom?
In the bathroom?
In the bathroom. Well, I'm sure there's artwork in the bathroom too. Yeah. But in the background of these, I'm just curious, because a lot of times I know groups will do things like that. So like, is there a significance? Just out of curiosity, if somebody knows, leave that in the comment section. That's cool.
Okay.
They got their Cupid wings. Interesting.
Very nice.
They turned into butterflies.
It's
very pretty.
The end chorus was great. I was like, when we first heard the first chorus, I wasn't gonna say anything about it, but I was like, I hope they pump this up a little bit.
It was very, very bare in that first verse, and then they kept building and they kept building in the song, which is really cool. We have like 30 seconds left here, so I'm gonna keep running this.
So tall.
Flames. We got a teaser for another single. Very, very cool.
Very cool.
All right, I'm curious because that's what we do. Who were the producers on this?
First Love.
Producers.
First Love.
For
First
BINI,
Love.
First Love. They definitely have stayed, I feel like, consistent with the hook style.
Yes.
For
100%.
their last couple of songs, where it's very, very like the repetitive saying the same thing over and over again. Blink Twice, Cherry on Top, even Zero Pressure. Very, very of that kind of repetitive nature. Okay. Producers of BINI's song First Love are Kajo, who was credited as a producer. Other contributors including Anna. Sorry. Can I make this any bigger? I can't.
ACH.
There we go. Achacoso Graham, vocal arranger. Chris Moofs Lopez, A&R administrator and recording engineer. Rosemary Tan, writer, vocal producer. Shan Puvirayakul, sorry, songwriter and vocal producer. And Duata, songwriter, which is one of the solo artists from the Philippines. Interesting. A lot of songwriters on this, though. Man, they brought a lot of people together. These don't seem like they're more international name in terms of like the Western ones. So again, I think that they're trying to go a little bit away from that. Mixing engineer Michael Pratt. Interesting. This is definitely a change up, and I don't want to read too much into it because who knows, we might get the next song and it'll be a completely different style and a completely different thing. We do know that they were supposed to be releasing some more stuff because they have another Beanieverse concert coming again, which we're gonna miss. We're not gonna be in the Philippines, I think, when that happens, unfortunately. But because I really want, we've seen SB19 live. Right. Yeah. And I would love to see them again, but it's like we at least have gotten the chance to do it. And I haven't got it. It's like literally we were there, didn't get to see the first one because it sold out immediately, but we didn't get to see the first one. We were super busy. Then they were here when I was there.
Yeah.
Then I came back here and they were gone.
Yeah. Well,
like we need a Chicago stop at some point. People sleep on Chicago.
Dude.
People sleep on Chicago, and there's some great locations in Chicago that aren't super, super big. But it also turns out, we found out because we were doing some research for another venture that we're looking into right now. But it turns out that the Chicagoland area has like one of the largest populations of Filipinos in the country. Yeah. There's like 100 almost, well, as of the census data back in 2010, which is old, there's 145,000 Filipinos living in the area. So about 30%, 40% increase would be about 200,000.
Wow.
210,000. So interesting. I like this. I think that this was a great comeback. I don't think that this has been super different from what we've seen from them in the past, which could be a good thing for them. Like looking at it from like an analytical standpoint, if they're trying to go back to their roots to replicate what they had done before, which I know that there's been a lot of talk about people wanting them to do, I think that this is a good way to start with that.
But yeah, dude, here's the thing, man. We've seen it both ways. We've seen bands and things grow and make new stuff, and then everyone complains, oh, it doesn't sound the same, it's not what I wanted, and then we see the bands that have either not changed and then they just die like a dying sun, and then we've seen bands that try to go back, and it's like people are like, you tried, but it's not.
I think that the most important part, when you look at groups like this, BINI has had an incredible amount of success very, very quickly, right? And yes, ABS has had money, but there's definitely, we've talked about that there is some learning curves in terms of dealing with that type of success in a group like this, right? And I think that one of the things that we've seen as well from our own groups is like the Philippines specifically has a lot of very opinionated people when it comes to the way that their artists should be.
Yeah.
It is very, so like, I think that's a big difference. Now that's a cool thing because it also allows for the fandom to be more engaged with the artists themselves. But at the same point in time, it's like because of how, again, P-pop's still very small, but I feel like there's a lot of kind of micromanagey type people where it's like, it's almost like if you don't do what I want you to do, then we're going to say that you're going to fail or we're going to boycott you. It's not the right way to support your artist.
When we first dropped the girls, it was like they should be more pretty and humble. Or they should be this, or they should be that.
They wanted them to be BINI. Essentially, they wanted them to be BINI right off the bat. It's like, if they talk like this, nobody's going to like them. Oh, why did you release a song with swearing in it that, by the way, has been their most commercially successful song out of all of them? And that's kind of the thing that people have to understand. Like, without commercial success, the group will not continue to exist.
Right.
And I think this is an opinion, of course. I do think that BINI and their management got caught a little bit in the reading too much about what was happening online. And then it was like, there was some knee-jerk reactions of like, you released an English song, Cherry on Top, which did have a lot amount of commercial success, but didn't hit at home in the Philippines as much and didn't do as commercially well as Pan Tropico or Salamin. But there's also something that has to be said of nearly no group. What they had with Pan Tropico and Salamin, yes, those songs were great, but it also was like right place, right time, right songs. Very, very seldom, without the extenuous budgets of, $20-30 million US that some of these K-pop groups have, can you make sure that you replicate 100 plus million streams on every single song that you do? It's not a reality. And so the fact that Cherry on Top came out, they were going after a new market, a new audience, and still was able to hit a 50-60 million. Like that is actually success.
Right.
And because they released an international, I guarantee you that Cherry on Top still made them more money in royalties with 60 million streams than Pan Tropico did. And people at home, especially, they don't know that. They don't know the insider baseball. So they look at it and they're like, well, this didn't do as well, so why wouldn't you go back to that? And you're not seeing in the inside it might have. And then sometimes people internalize that and they get scared and they're like, oh, well, people are going to stop listening to us. You see monthly listener numbers start going down. You release Blink twice and an all English EP. You get a little bit more backlash. And instead of saying like, this is just part of the process, of course we're not losing our identity. This is part of it. We need to grow.
Right.
Because we can't always rely that those fans are going to be there, which is why the monthly listeners didn't drop because all of a sudden BINI released English songs.
No.
Because the most successful artists in the Philippines are Sabrina Carpenter, Bruno Mars. Hell, The Script still makes it on the top 10 like almost every single month I see for The Man That Can't Be Moved. You know what I mean? The man that can't be moved. And if you're there, you wake up and find that you're missing me. Super popular song.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, like, but you get keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
Who sit there and are like, somehow they, read online and so they're experts now of the way that the group should be. And there's enough keyboard warriors because of the Philippines algorithms where it impacts. And I think that BINI could have been the victim of making a knee-jerk reaction the first time, thinking that they had to go super international, then making a knee-jerk reaction back. And now it leaves you in this place of like, you still have to pick a path and just believe in the process and believe in yourselves.
Right. But as you know, like the how fast we have to make decisions, like, I couldn't, we obviously aren't to that point. And I can't imagine, there's a lot of pressure behind each decision.
Of course.
And that's a very tough deal, especially if no one knew that this was going to happen. Everyone hoped, of course. Yeah. But like nobody knew that they were going to get that big that fast. So it's like, and when you change lanes, every time you change lanes, you add a little to the track. You know what I mean? So like every time you add a little to the track, so you're going to be a little bit further behind. But if you keep going, you know what I mean? You're gonna hit the end. So like I feel like knee-jerk reactions are pretty tough on the biz.
It's difficult.
Not saying that's what happened. We don't really actually know.
This is 100% opinion on this, but we do see it happen frequently across multiple genres. Like you see it when especially with the amount of success they have, and who knows the type of pressure that ABS is getting from how much money they've spent on them, all these things happening.
Who knows?
Right? The one thing that I will say, like, people still need to give, BINI is still an unbelievably young group that is just very, very seasoned now because they got to be very seasoned very, very quick. But when we look at like their release schedule and when they actually came out, their age, the amount of success that they had as quickly as they had it versus other groups, there is like, I think that people need to be a little bit more forgiving as well on the fact that like, I still think that BINI is finding its sound.
Yeah, I would say that.
I think that early on they were trying some things, and then Pentropico and Salamin really worked, and so that's what people wanted. But really, when you listen to their discography, there is a diverse discography there that they've done, and you have to again be able to rise above that and create something new. The songs that worked 3 years ago aren't going to work today. And I think that there's room for that. I think that they're still finding their sound. Like for me, as kind of like more of a like casual-ish Bloom. I love BINI, support BINI, but I'm not like in the fandoms on a daily basis, right? And as also as an international fan, when I look at it and I see them, from like one concept coming back to the next. Like if you just look at Pentropico, Salamin, then Blink Twice, then Zero Pressure, and the EP that came out, and then this. I don't necessarily know the concept yet. If I'm looking in that arc, I don't necessarily, like, I know what they stand for, and I know the type of music that they generally put out. And that's not a bad thing. Again, that comes from time. We forget how fast they blew up. Really and then there was like this expectation of like, all of a sudden they're going to be able to start doing 20 songs a year, 30 songs a year, like a lot of these K-pop groups. And like, it's taking time to cook that. So it actually makes me feel very positive about this release though, because it's like, okay, if they've made this decision, like we're going to go back to our roots, we want to go back to what made us successful. That's a decision that's finally been made. And when you have a decision, you have people above that can finally say, this is our concept. This is what we're going to be doing for the next year and a half, 2 years.
Right.
Then you have a direction to follow, and you have a map, and you have a roadmap, and you can feel more confident in that.
Yeah.
And I just hope whatever they've chosen for this one, that that regardless of what's said, the cheers are not, BINI's going to do well regardless based on the number of fans they have. I just hope that they just stay. Like, believe in yourselves.
Yeah,
you're super
100%.
Talented. They're incredible in terms of like a branding standpoint. Their interviews are really, really good. They have all of the things for international appeal. Like, and you need, by the way, the international audience right now. You still do. That like, just keep going.
Yeah.
Don't be deterred by some internet.
And that's something that like, here's the thing, like, and this is gonna sound bad because like the same fans that are watching this are the fans, but like fans go by feel, and it's how they feel, and then once they get into this what is it called, tunnel vision. Yeah, once they have this tunnel vision and they're all together on it, they push a narrative that like sometimes doesn't even have any factor or anything in it. It's just like things that people are going to say and then other people pile on. And the thing is like they're not musicians, some of them. A good amount of them.
Most of them are not.
Yeah, they aren't musicians. They aren't label reps.
They aren't the ones spending millions of dollars on these artists,
or the time and money.
Yeah,
and also like they're not the ones that are a part of building this. So like you can't. A lot of times, like people will push back on something, and it's like that pushback actually helps the brand even more than it would if things just were like, hey, we dropped another song just like last time. Yeah. And then people are like, okay, cool, awesome, I get to put it, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like the shock and the awe kind of help that. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it continues to spread in a positive trajectory, I think that it's good. The one thing, we're already past this as a podcast now, but the one thing that I think has been hindering the Philippines that I've seen that's very, very different. The algorithms are so small. Mm-hmm. They're so small, and so like literally we've talked about this before, but like you get off the plane in the Philippines and your Twitter looks completely different.
Yeah,
your TikTok looks completely different, and the problem is a lot of that's based on geographic area, and so the majority of people being based around like the Manila area, then you have a lot of people in a small space, but because something like PPOP is still very, very fledgling in its algorithms, it doesn't take a lot of bad actors to be able to dictate what the public sees.
Right.
And you tend to get a lot of bad information. Negativity tends to breed more results quicker. And so you get only like a fraction of people. You get a couple hundred people. Literally, it's all it takes. They just hit 5 million followers on Spotify, right?
Right.
Not monthly listeners, but followers. And so literally 100 people, 200 people can get a hashtag trending, can get something negative trending.
Yeah,
and that's why you have to be
all you see.
Right. So you have to be really, really careful as a label, as a group, of what you're paying attention to and not getting reactionary about that, especially in a place like that. Because it doesn't take much, and it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what the vast majority of your fans are feeling.
Yeah, there was a time, dude. I love the Philippines algorithm. By the way, like you go on Twitter,
you can break it, and it's hilarious,
dude. Like the second I get off the plane, I look on Twitter, and there's just like a guy on a motorcycle, like just hitting another guy in like one of the motorcycles with the people thing in it.
Yeah.
Just boom, boom. Like he was like in his way or something. That was funny, but I remember a specific time where like it felt like the entire world hated us.
Yeah.
Like because of like how small the algorithm is in the P-pop sphere, it felt like the entire earth hated us.
Yeah.
Well, when it was really only like 8 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
8 people and 2 burners.
Yeah.
And
also people forget too is like people have different spaces where they go, right? People that like long form content, they're generally on YouTube and they're not the Twitter fans, right?
Yeah.
Generationally, there's not a lot of people that are going to Twitter anymore. There's all kinds of other places. There's Threads, there's Blue Sky, there's Instagram that people go to. The Philippines is heavily on Facebook, and so we forget sometimes, I think, when you're surrounded by it, people are like, this is my reality.
Right.
And it's just like, then like you just get on a plane and go back here and you see none of it. And like all of a sudden everything's positive and sunshine and rainbows. Right. And you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
How did my life just change this much? And that's why it's important to be cognizant about these things as we go through it. The same thing with the fan wars and all the shit that's happening. It's just like, the best thing that you can do to help your group, just stay the fuck off Twitter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If just either post something positive, and if there's something negative, just do not engage with it, because you engaging with it is what pushes it into the algorithms.
Yeah, post and ghost.
Right. And so just post your positive thing, interact with positive stuff, do not interact with the other stuff. And what's worse with the algorithms too is like people forget, same thing on TikTok, is like, remember that Twitter's goal, Facebook's goal, Instagram's goal, all these places, it's to keep you looking longer so they can serve you more ads. And what happens is you get these troll farms go on intentionally, and so they're going to go on and they're going to say, this BINI song was the worst song ever, SB19 did it so much better, you should go listen to SB19.
Oh my gosh.
I guarantee you,
don't clip that.
Please do not clip that. that is not what our feelings are. But like that's going to be like, what somebody says, and then it's going to start this whole string of it. And so what happens then is people go on and they see the post, they see all the comments, and what do? They click into the post and they're reading for hundreds of comments.
Yeah.
And so because they're reading, it's putting more time on it, which then pushes that content, because it's like, oh, people are sitting here and reading this, meaning we get to serve them ads in between the comments. And so we're going to keep pushing this to more people.
For real.
And people forget that. And then, of course, because they read through 100, now they must put a comment in there, and they just continue this cycle. And and it's just like, again, and that's what's harming your artist.
Dude,
like just don't.
Someone asked, this is a random thing, but someone on a podcast, these two guys are thinkers, those thinker guys, is like some guy like Jordan Peterson or something. And he was like, why do you think the United States is so divided? And the guy was like, and then he started saying a bunch of stuff, and I'm just like, Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook. That's why.
Yep.
Like that's
social media.
Like that's the only reason. Otherwise, everyone would just be like, "What are you're on the? Oh, you don't want to tell me? Okay, want to get some beers? You know what I mean? Like,
it is. It's 100% social media, man. And like the crazy thing is, like, and we still see in the comments that we'll go and do this whole thing, and like people will use that as like justification in the comment section. I'll be very, very clear right now. There is never put words in Lucas's in my mouth in terms of like, oh, see, they think group X is better. They think group Y is better.
Right.
Like they did this. They came here because of this. Like we say it over and over. You have two groups right now in the Philippines that are leading the way in their own way, that are extremely important to the future of the Philippines and the music scene in the Philippines. And if you guys aren't supporting both of them, you are harming yourself, you are harming the economy, you are harming your children. And I don't want to hear the whole thing of like, but their side started it. Who the hell cares started it?
Right.
You're still causing damage. Like, stop. Freaking.
And I don't think your
religious
I don't think your
shit.
favorite artist would want you to.
No, they don't.
Unless there's something that I don't know about. Like there's just like, hey, this is blank from blank. I just want to make sure everyone's really causing a ruckus out there.
It's just so crazy, the shit that like you read now. And
dude.
Anyway, social media is crazy. Yeah. That was our podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast. No, but it's cool though, because things like this, groups like BINI did turn this into a 45-minute discussion.
Yeah.
And so know that that's good. That's a good thing, and that we're continuing to have these discussions. And I'm really, really excited to see what the future for them is. I do not personally believe, I will say, especially based on like the thing at the end, we got another song coming from them, I think, probably sooner than later.
Hopefully sooner than later.
I think that we'll probably have another EP coming from them sooner than later, probably with their new concert. I don't think it's just going to be a couple singles, because BINI's been pretty good about putting out music pretty frequently. So I'm excited about that, to see more. And just keep on supporting, keep on liking, keep on streaming these songs, because we need to show them support. And that was good. That was good. I felt good today.
Yeah,
I felt good today.
Yeah, you're on point.
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I pointing?
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow along with our journey. You can check out our brand new girl group, FINIX. That's FINIX, or at We Are FINIX across all platforms. Make sure you go check out Hey Rumi, which is in the description down below. There are some links there for the Play Store, for Apple Store, and make sure you check it out and get on there. And when you get into the FINIX room or whatever, say, hey, GKD sent us.
Yeah.
That would be really nice. And we need to give these fine folks who we talked about a secret emoji code.
Bow
You're
and
gonna
arrow.
take it. Damn you.
Yeah, I knew.
Wings.
Okay.
Wings.
All right. Your mantra, because this is, I'm so sorry.
I try to keep it like at least in line with what's going on,
Right, because for the last like month, so Josh like picks a phrase and he says it all the time for a while, and then he picks a new one and he says it all the time for a while. So like recently, you've been saying lowest hanging fruit like every conversation we've had.
Sure.
And so now I know that's where your brain is, and I took it.
If nobody told you that they love you today, please don't forget that we love you. You're appreciated, always welcome here in this channel. You are enough. And last, but certainly not least,
Yeah, it was a great day to play.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
See ya.
Bye.
The GidKidDad Show.